Yeah, you can call this Talking the League. Presented by Buzzer, we here.
Yeah, we here.
Hey, fresh fit, fresh fit, fresh take. New crew on the mic. Break down every game from the noon to the night. Who got the juice? Who got the fight? We talk to paint the boys in the fourth quarter lights. Say it loud, say it proud. We got the floor now. Turn it up, bring the crowd. Make the whole room bounce now. Talking the league. Talking the league. New day, new team. New day, new team. New day, new team. Famous babies in the mix. Now the guy with the tricks. We run. It's quick. Yeah. Every matchup new, every angle live. We read the box score in the bench on fire. Hot takes, real stakes, no waste of time. One mic, one shot, and no. Yeah, you can call this Talking the League. Presented by Buzzer, we here.
Yeah, we here.
Hey, fresh fit, fresh fit, fresh take. New crew on the mic. Break down every game from the noon to the night. Who got the juice? Who got the fight? We talk to paint the boys in the fourth quarter lights. Say it loud, say it proud. We got the floor now. Turn it up, bring the crowd. Make the whole room bounce now. Talking the league. Talking the league. New day, new team. New day, new team. New day, new team. Famous babies in the mix. Now the guy with the tricks. We run. It's quick. Yeah. Every matchup new, every angle live. We read the box score in the bench on fire. Hot takes, real stakes, no waste of time. One mic, one shot, and no.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. Hold on. Hold on. Did I just mute that? My fault, man. I mute that. I didn't mean to mute that, man. I meant to do that. Man, what is up? What is up, everybody? Listen. Let me make. Hold on, man. Let me just. We always got some. There you go. Let me make this one thing clear. Again, I know we did a Talking the Spurs episode. I know we did a. Talking Heat episode. We did a Talking Spurs episode. Well, we said, why are we going to scour through all of the league when we can just do Talking the League? And we said, yo, that's a bet. So, yeah, we went ahead and did that. So, of course, look, we got Monkey DeBrasi. Of course, you got Nap God 7. Don't worry about the down her. We're not doing that now. And, of course, you know your boy, Famous Davis. This is Talking the League, presented by Buzzer. I got to hit that on the clock. Or 2 times, whatever it may be. But anyway, man, hope everybody's doing well. Busy day in the league, baby. So, look, woo, some Spurs. You know, obviously they had some things to talk about. Of course, the birthday dog. Of course. And by the way, everybody, we want to let y'all know something. If you're watching on X right now, shout out to Sports Jedi Network, because we are powered by Sports Jedi Network. Subscribe on YouTube. Of course, shout out DWE Television. But of course, look, Buzzer. You need to download the Buzzer app. If you got an Android phone, we are not hating in one bit. Download it off the Google Play Store. BZZR. Download the app. I swear. Sign up as a fan. And if you got some creation in you, you got some creativity, go on and apply to be a creator. Of course, shout out the entire Buzzer crew. We appreciate y'all allowing Talking the League to be roaming the streets of Buzzer. But again, be sure to download it. Once you do, man, find your boy, Famous Davis. FAMOUS DAVIS. Y'all got them buzzers?
Buzzers.
What's y'all's handle if you got the buzzer? Talk louder. The folks can't hear you back there. Listen, man, we got a congregation of like 400 people here. Praise the Lord. So anyway, go on to talk a little louder. Let's talk about it right now. Praise Jesus. Anyway, who's up first? Who got the buzzer? Go on. And by the way, you can call us the IGC, man, the Infinite Glitch Crew. We'll get to that later. Who's up first? Who got their buzzer handle? Hey, man, You can post just like you're on X. You can upload a video just like you're on X. I hope y'all downloaded y'all buzzer. Did y'all download it yet?
I downloaded it. I just haven't.
You see these people right now. If we were not on buzzer right now, I would be saying some different things. Download that right now. Challenge it. All of it. Anyway, again, be sure to download the buzzer app. That's where you're really gonna find a look. That's where you're gonna find some of these takes, some of these Hot 9 exclusives that we've been dropping here. Yeah, you're gonna find it on buzzer. Anyway, let's get to look already, man. What up, Jay the Fox? We appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a blessed day as well. Appreciate you tapping in. What up, Daniel's always here, man. Always love when it comes to the Sports Jedi. There it is, man.
Damn.
Happy Monday to you, man. And of course, look, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. I'm talking about the retweeters, the posters. You know what? Even the bookmarkers, even the people that were just wanting to bookmark. You know how that's the haters. That's the haters, go to right there. So we said, you know what? Yo, when that Champagnie thing dropped, I seen like 3 bookmarks it decreased by 3 bookmarks, 4 bookmarks. I was like, okay, all right. So we're gonna start playing that game now. But look, let's get right into the topic at hand, because again, it's without a doubt we go ahead and we start this. A lot of
interesting stuff that's happening that we kind of discussed, but
look, let's be honest, man. And again, let me clear something up too. So Harrison Barnes, I was trying to set this stream up, and again, he signed a 1-year, $8 million deal, which is crazy. We'll get to that real quickly first, but December 15th is the key to watch. So I didn't get to clarify when people were like, yo, dog, he just got signed. No, that's not what I meant. It's just that there is interest out there. And if it just so happens to approach December 15th, the day players like him are eligible to be moved, hey, $8 million 1-year deal is a very, very movable contract, especially if you're trying to fit salary purposes. So that's what I meant. So I apologize on that context. But man, we back at it. So guess who got the extension today, man? Man, y'all don't even sound excited. I know y'all listen. This is talking to the league, man. Listen.
That Julian Champagnie thing was just like.
First of
all, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, listen. It was his birthday.
This is talking the league. This is not the celebration of life for somebody. We're talking the league. We got some heat things to talk about, so get hyped, brothers. Now, go ahead, Nap God. Go ahead.
But listen, the Julian Champagnie thing, it just went exactly how we were talking about it. The Spurs, they probably were, all right, Julian, 3 years, $45 million. That right there. I know Julian wanted the 4th year, but the Spurs said, Julian, we want to show you that we love and appreciate you. Take the $45 million. We don't care that you wanted $15 million. Take the $45 million, because we know that you are not a replaceable asset. We cannot replace you because you are part of this core. You are one of the best role players in this league. And Julian was like, you know what? I feel the love. And is going to sign on that dotted line. I thought it was a wonderful move today by that. I was just happy that it was, first of all, we didn't hear any peep about it. They were putting in their work when you didn't hear any peeps, because that's how, like the Heat, the Spurs roll in silence. Then they appear out of nowhere, and that's what we got. That's what we needed. Wonderful day, man. This was a W.
Absolute W. Without a shadow of doubt. Look, again. So for some people that weren't here, You know, I did tell a story about my decision of when I wanted to go this route instead of being behind the media table. You know, the decision I made. If you didn't hear the story, I'll just say the name. Julian Champagnie. That was the deciding factor. And if you didn't hear the stories, tough luck. Go find the episode. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. So yeah. Happy birthday, Julian Champagnie. And congratulations, big dog, on the congratulations, nephew, on the new deal. Again, you know, the target was 60 mil, man. Look, to me, very feasible. Let's talk about this. So there may have been a team out there. I'm being for real. I'm being absolutely
NBA investigate.
So there was somebody out there willing to pay at least 20 mil.
Tampering.
So
Okay.
no. So hold on now. Remember, let's get something straight. Agents can talk to organizations to get a feeler, to get feelers out there. Hey, look, my client may want to be able to join here. I want to know if there's going to be agents can do that. That's what they do to provide options, a list of options. It's the players that cannot. So they obviously talk to one another, but it's the players who cannot go to these organizations from other teams and be like, "Yay, can I?" The agents do that work. It happened with the Fox. Hey, look, we want Fox. It happened twice, as a matter of fact. They tried to talk about the Trae Young thing, and then all of a sudden with De'Aaron Fox, and there you go. Look, 15 million, albeit a common number, is a crazy number compared to the 3 million. So imagine the bookmarks and people that I know were like, yeah, right. He's going to get 10 million. That's not what he was looking for. He didn't want to leave, but he saw his market was at a certain, and that team just wasn't going to be competitive. That's all I'll say. And that should be obvious dead giveaway. But with the 15 million, they did not budge on that. As far as like the Spurs either, like, hey, they didn't push back. I'm like, well, there was nothing. It was more so a fourth year. So what they did, hey, look, we understand we would love to do that, but instead of having you pay 3 million, how about we kind of load you up here now? So that way, by the time extension time runs around for these young dogs, we can make sure we got that money. And then we can assess where we're at with you. And respectfully, but you're going to get your 15 milli. And annual, I'm just saying average out 3 annual. There was never a doubt that it was ever going to be 13 mil, 12.5 mil, 10 mil, none. I even went as far as I said, maybe 4 years, 50 mil, maybe. But that 15 million is really what the fourth year of the 15 mil. That's basically what it was. Hey, man, 15 mil, 3 years, averaged out annually. That's going to be, look, all he can do is improve from here. Now that you got your money, go out there and show why you got paid. Before I get to y'all fellas, we talking, look, they got the mid. We'll get to all that now. But Champagnie, whoever's up first, let's talk about it. Was it too much? Was the $12 million raise too much? Was it just about right? Or was it not enough?
I think it was just about right. It wasn't a very hard, difficult decision. Phone call related. San Antonio picked up the phone and said, "What you want? 15? You take the fourth year off? Deal." And then hanged up, and he enjoyed his birthday. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it's We talked about Harrison Barnes and his deal being trade eligible. And now you got Shad Penny with the young dudes, the young talent coming around. That's what, 23 million that can be easily shipped out. Everybody needs shooters.
Stop cooking. Go ahead, man. Stop cooking. Go ahead.
And Shad Penny is growing each and every day. If he can work on his off-ball defense and I haven't watched many Spurs, but it looks like his cut to the basket.
Mm-hmm.
If he can improve on that, that's a demon.
You and your
I
demons.
think Julian got
You and your
the
demons.
right price. Yeah.
I'm trying to be better.
Go on
So,
now.
Before we move on, like with Julian, I'm just glad again, because we were talking about it and we kind of did like a scenario how this was going to play out. I'm glad they didn't go with the route with like, Julian, will slide you 12 million, maybe 13 million. But no, what they said is that they immediately said, Julian, we'll give you the 15 million for 3 years. We want to show you that we appreciate you. Let's get this down so you don't have to go out into the, basically go into free agency before after your birthday and wonder where am I going to be at. Now he can not only find a permanent home in San Antonio, but he doesn't even have to worry about even being discussed in trade rumors or anything like that anymore. Like, it's just perfect for him right there.
I don't know about anymore, but
I don't know. He just said something about it. I don't know about that either. I don't know.
For now.
Yo, what it do, Kales? We'll get to those questions right now. JT the Fox, what it do? Salute. Hope you're doing well. Look at that. NBA champion Knicks, man. Seeing all the memorabilia you've been receiving from the Knicks stuff, man. So that's awesome, man. So keep cooking, man. So you said, look, or that's the end of it. You're saying, here's my thing. Here's my thing. And again, he's a great asset on a hell of a deal. But there is a such thing, Napster P, as me paying you.
Oh, Big Luther.
Listen. Oh, yeah, he said he's ready. Hey, Big Luther, if you're watching this right now, go on and click on that link I just sent you. I sent you that link earlier, the guest link, and then we'll be able to tap you in, man. That sounds awful. We'll be able to lock you in to the show. Anyway, okay. Listen. So, before we get to some other topics, like trade topics, like shout out my dog Casper. We're not going to talk about that. If you know, you know. We're not going to talk about that right now. Anyway, so, player.
Clearly.
That's like me saying, look, I'm going to pay this man $20 an hour, right? I'm going to pay you $20 an hour to make certain calls, get you some sales for me, whatever you got to do, just to be customer service. But you outperforming that $20 an hour because you getting me sales every fucking day. You just getting me numbers every fucking, you out working your salary, your pay, your. So if there happens to be a chance that, I'm just saying it right now, 15 million, that's a hell of an easy bar to exceed when it comes to trade value. Because now if he was 20 million in a different story, but a $15 million trade kicker, look, that's not trade kicker. Sorry, I don't want people to take the $15 million of a year salary. That's, look, man, there again, if it comes to paying some certain people, that third year might be used as an expiring on a, whatever the case may be. Look, Harrison may be settled, ready to go, and just be the vet that rarely gets playing time or whatever. But there's a lot of things out there. But 20, like he said earlier, 23 million. That's a very easy price tag to pay. Whether it's it's a very easy price.
We both know that when a player gets paid, they play better vibes, better. So
see, I don't know. Looking the same way about that, brother.
Hey man, listen. If you guys trade him, you better get something really good for him. Like, I'm talking about at least a first round pick. That's all I'm just saying.
Now, me and you both know, being a fan of a certain team, once somebody gets paid, I
don't know.
Hey, man. All I know is that this was a good deal for both sides. It is what it is. What happens after that? I mean, like right now, at least in this free agency, I don't see anybody replacing what he brings. Now, next year, the following year, that's different, but we'll see.
So you might be saying, as a sense of, look at Duncan last year. Duncan Robinson joining Detroit. His first year, he's straight. But then that year 2 is where things get questionable.
Well, first of all, you better respect Duncan.
Okay.
I'm not taking any Duncan slander. All right, I'm not taking any Duncan slander.
I'm not slandering his name, but you see how
wait a minute.
You see how these NBA teams are building. They're not throwing money around all willy-nilly.
Hey man, listen. I'll tell you right now.
I'm listen, brother. You know I'm all about the truth. What it do, Mike? What it do? Nap. When we were in the space days, you were slandering the shit out of Duncan Robinson, Nap. What
First
changed,
of all,
Nap? Is it because you just missed like you Nap?
He missed the Duncan.
And I don't mean I'm so sorry for cutting. I apologize, but you were slandering the hell out of him, Nap.
Hey man, listen. That was when literally like we were playing him and Hero together, and I could not stand that.
Miami runs on
Duncan. It's gonna be running on Duncan again very soon, hopefully. Duncan, yes, that K-Dot.
Okay,
that's my future shooting guard right there.
All,
my starting shooting guard.
First of all, we need to stop. We're on buzzer, okay? We're on buzzer. We're not going to do all this Krispy Kreme glazing. Listen, you ain't even spoken but like 30 seconds about Duncan Robinson, and you've already opened enough glaze that you probably already got yourself at least 8 dozen boxes of donuts ready to go. And I mean, you swang them right through the glaze machine twice. Oh shit! Let me turn them backwards. And you know, what I mean, so what's different? So are you saying Duncan Robinson being traded and Tyler Hero having to show improve really showed in fact that Duncan Robinson was the more superior player than Tyler Hero? Is that what you're saying? Like they should have gotten rid of Tyler Hero instead of Duncan Robinson, or you see what I'm saying? Because look now, I don't know if you see what I'm saying.
Hey, no, but like, I'm messing around with people. But listen, there is something I do want to talk about. This, so as we've seen, Jalen Duren, that man. To say that he kind of his agency and him kind of overplayed the market a bit, kind of getting like a little, crazy, but
not really. Let me nip you into my apologies for cutting in easily. This is what Detroit told him. We're not going to give you that money. If we dare you to go find that money. True. If we dare you to go find that money, and if you so happen to find that money, hey, we're gonna be forced to match that shit. Yeah. If there's a team out there, that's what they're challenging. And what did they do? They went right to the Sacramento Kings,
and then now the Lakers.
First of all, it ain't gonna happen with the Lakers.
No, I think the
Ayton just opted in. Ayton just opted in. Ain't nobody want Ayton. Ain't nobody want Ayton. Nobody does. Nobody does right now. Not even for that salary. Like right now, before we get our special guest on, who we're hoping to have be a part of Talking the League, the TTL crew. But look, let's get to some questions real quick here, man. Look. We didn't get to this one earlier. My apologies. JT the Fox, if you're still here. That is why I think, listen, the Pistons do not want to waive Duncan Robinson. So I feel like Bradley Beal would maybe be a more viable option. And Hell, he might even start for you boys. I'm just saying. Look, y'all got Bradley Beal like 7 years too late. And you know what? On that
Bradley
note,
Beal.
wait a minute. Hold on now.
2026.
Yes, but wait a minute though. I see somebody that's just getting. I don't know about. Don't do that. Don't. First of all, we're about to cook on the Heat right now. Don't do that like you're ready to hear yourself get cooked, because we're talking about Bradley Beal to Miami Heat. You're supposed to be like shit. Like don't rub your hands right now.
No. Hey,
we should be rubbing our hands right now.
Hey man, hey, I'm excited. We got another person joining us.
You're excited for sure. Of course. Look. So you know what? Look no further. Again, look. You may have seen him on the Smoke Sessions podcast. Of course, man. You may have seen him throw out. Hold up. What did he win? The 2026 ROW. The last stand in there, man. Did you go get? Listen, we're not going to talk about all that right now. I might have said it wrong too. But what people don't understand is the elimination that he had on somebody who may or may not be in WWE right now, who may or may not be there right now. That story was about as emotional, cinematic that you can. I listen. Watching a replay won't do it justice, honestly, but it'll at least give you a little bit of comfort. Look, Big Luther is an absolute force to be reckoned with in reality of wrestling. That man got the five-time trust and faith. That's a hard, difficult task to accomplish, to earn. That's not even a task. That's just a monumental moment that if you earned it, you damn sure earned it. But I'm not gonna be gassing him up too much. He wants to talk some hoops. We wanted to talk some hoops. Now that time, there he goes rubbing his damn hands.
How do you know I'm rubbing my hands though?
I can hear it. I can hear it. Like if we're about to build a fire.
On there.
But anyway, man, get the round of applause. Don't do it yet now, but get the round of applause ready, because we're gonna welcome Big Luther to the show, man. Shout out to Big Luther, who's on the show, baby man. Look, baby man. No, he's not baby man. That's not his nickname. It's Big Luther. It's Big Lou. But he's here. You can't see the cam just yet, but he is here. There he is. Man. We teased you, Nap. Sorry about that. Anyway, that was Big Luther. Nap thought he was gonna come through and be a guest on the show. That was Big Luther. We're just kidding. Yeah. Nap, you're supposed to have that was Big Luther. Thanks for joining the show, Big Luther. Nap, I'm just kidding.
Always.
I hope you're doing well though, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a little minute, but shit, we back. We talking hoops.
Oh
shit, let's get into it.
What do you want to talk? Because look, we were trying to bring Bradley Beal into the situation. I saw your expression. Go on and just start where you need to start. Go on, Big.
Man, Big Famous. I heard y'all talking about the whole Bradley Beal to Miami and stuff like that. But he was with us. He messed up his hip. You was talking about cooking with gas. Man, throw Bradley Beal, throw his hips on the grill and incinerate it, because that man is cooked. Now, let me add context. I like Bradley Beal. Like, at one point, scoring champion, averaged like 35 a game, led the NBA in scoring. So let's not get it twisted. Real deal Holyfield, Brad Beal was a bucket, but like, I don't know if he got it like that anymore. I saw he opted out with us, so he hitting the market and stuff, but it's gonna be tough, a 36-year-old, kind of regrets and cut off a major career-ending hip surgery. He ain't played in like 2-3 years. So it's gonna be tough. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody gonna pick him up because it's Brad Beal, but shout out to him. Hopefully he can rebound and like get that spark back, because let's not get it twisted. He was a dynamic player in Washington. that
Yeah.
duo of him and Wall, bro, it was must see TV. So
It
I'm
was.
just hoping he can kind of revert back. I'm gonna be a little bit salty because I want him to turn back the clock with us, but obviously it ain't work out that way. But yeah, nah, man, we gonna see what's going
Yeah.
on.
So
You
he
know,
said he said he was gonna have his Kawhi jersey. So look, man,
I ain't gonna
just
see.
just go. Listen, Nap. I know you go and respond, Nap, because we're gonna address the elephant in the room when it comes
bro,
to the Clippers.
yeah,
But come on.
that's why because all the Kawhi noise is going on. That's why. So, how you feeling if he actually does end up at Raptor? He goes back to Toronto versus staying a Clipper.
All right, don't get me wrong. All right, firstly, I'm gonna be real.
Oh
Yep.
no!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh,
Can
my
you hear
fault.
us?
My bad, y'all. Got some technical difficulties going on. But as a Kawhi person, as a Kawhi fan, as a person who follows him to wherever team he go to, he ain't go to the Magic. And I guess we, I'm finna give me a Kawhi Magic jersey. But nah, honestly, I feel like he never should have left Toronto. If we being real, like you had an up and coming Pascal Siakam, like budding all-star. We saw what he did in the finals, 2 seasons ago? Damn near carried them to the chip. He's progressed tremendously.
Oh no!
Take a nap.
Oh no! Yo, I will say this though, with Kawhi, bro, just stay a Clipper, man. Just stay a Clipper.
He doesn't want to
Oh.
leave LA. He doesn't. Truthfully, he does not want to leave LA. It's just the money is far apart. It's far apart.
I mean, and I can understand him not want to leave. Like he's a Cali boy. He's from, like Drake said in that song, "Pop sent us a boy from Diego. Now we out here playing in parades." Probably the bar of the year. But I get it. You may not want to leave, but just like they really not putting you with nobody. Cause like I hated when they traded away Big Lou. Yeah, we got Garland, but he's still dealing with the foot issue. Like, yeah, Benedict Mathurin, he showed out in the games that he played in this season, but like, we picked up the Frenchman last year in the draft. He really ain't doing nothing this season. And I forgot who he took with number 5. I can't remember, but
I think it was
Deacon.
yeah,
yeah, sounds about right. Can y'all see my screen? Can y'all see me?
yeah, we can see it.
All right, cool,
Yep.
cool. But man, I get you want to stay home, but like, all right, if you want to stay home and you want to collect this bread for your career, because let's be real, he solidified. He going to the Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame player. He going. So if you just want to coast to play the next, he's like 32, play the next 6. He's probably got about 5 good years left. If we being real. You want to coast play the next 5 years? Cool, do that. But if you're trying to get rings, you're trying to load up, like Golden State trying to load up and make one last run, bro, you got to go. And with that point being said, hopefully it's not too soon to transition to this. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't want him in Toronto. I want him back in San Antonio.
Ah, shit.
I want him
This
back in
is
San
why.
Antonio. So I ain't gonna lie, but I was thinking about it. Who we gonna ship out? Champagnie can go. I'm keeping Harper. Castle gotta go.
Oh,
Harrison Barnes gotta go.
get me off the screen right
So-
now. Get
To
me off
bring
the
in
screen.
Kawhi, a top 75 player, and put him with Wemby. We saw the poise that Kawhi gave the Raptors and during that finals where he calmed everybody down. For Van Fleet has said it multiple times on record. Kawhi, he was the leader. We went off of him. Now imagine that young group with the even keelness and the poise of Kawhi. We already got Wemby, who's arguably a top 10 player already. And it's going into year 4?
Yeah.
Imagine what he can learn from Kawhi. Imagine him being even killed. Because when he did this shit to Mitchell, and then they came back and got blown out, Kawhi gonna be like, bro, you ain't got to be on that. Focus on the game. Now imagine that superstar with Kawhi, and then the front court, you got Castle, you got, I ain't gonna lie, Fox got to go. We got to get Fox up out of there. Fox got to go. But I want to see Kawhi back in Toronto. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's just me though.
Woo!
Yeah, you know, like those sound effects. It's like that was K-Dot every time you were saying something.
Yeah, gotta put them on the soundboard for real.
Oh my God!
Y'all want y'all don't want to see Kawhi back in San Antonio?
First off, I'd rather drink me a bottle of Everclear. First of all. and then call it a life, and then have the Lord take me after that. Not because of the reputation. I'm just saying that's 50 mil, and oh my gosh, Stephon Castle is definitely send him to Toronto. Because look,
Okay.
I listen. De'Aaron Fox, no, we not. You sending out all my plugs. You sending out all my damn plugs.
Like, nah, he gotta go. He gotta go. Put a shipping label on him and send him through the mail. He gotta get out of there.
We just began to lay a foundation to where, like, listen, there was like, look, you don't gotta let us in the front door. We just gonna go VIP to the back door with the rest of the crew. But you're already trying to send
But see, here's my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. But see, here's another thing though. When we talk about the poison and even killiness that Kawhi could bring to a team,
yeah,
I feel like in that situation, Kawhi would have been like, "All right, bro, chill out. Like, just get the ball. Just get the ball, hold it." I feel like Fox was trying to play hero ball. Like, I was trying to get a layup, bro. If you don't grab this ball, run out to the wing, waste another 2-3 seconds to get fouled, bro. Like, what are you doing? But see, like, that's some stuff that, because he's never been to the finals before, from hearing, like, players talk about it, it's a different monster. It's the finals, So, and there's not a guarantee that Fox is ever going to go back. So, another thing about that is I just feel like if they had, because, don't get me wrong, they had Harrison Barnes, a veteran championship leader, but in 2015, Harrison Barnes wasn't the guy on that team. 2019 Toronto, Kawhi was the guy on that team. And you can make the case that he was the guy in 2014. So right. I just feel like the leadership and the guidance and the poise that they could have got from having Kawhi in the finals, it would have been a different story. Now, not say it would have been a different story, because, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like with Kawhi, I feel like the Spurs would win that series. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I think they were a KD away.
They were
spit it out. KD away is crazy.
They were supposed to.
They were a KD away. They were supposed to get him. All right. Again, I'll say it. So Phoenix, man, him and Phoenix, they've had bad blood since he found out. Without delving into so much, like, the amount of things they were throwing at each other, man, slugs, strays, whatever you want to call them, behind the scenes. What we saw in public was the rated PG version. Like, he was already upset because he knew they were trading him to Houston, knowing that, look, hey, and their explanation was, hey, it's not San Antonio, but we're sending you to a Texas team. His whole goal was that he wanted to build, which he's still doing. It's not interrupting it, but build like his brand and base it out of Austin, Texas. And of course, when Houston and San Antonio is more, central or able to get to commute to Austin. So that was the strategic goal, is what they had in mind. And they all probably up until the last 8 hours, probably 6 hours, is when they found out he was going to Phoenix. Like, he knew that this was his opportunity to come to San Antonio. He knows that he's Wemby's favorite player. Yeah, well, no. Yeah, Houston. But he thought the whole time the impression was San Antonio. And he wanted to run with Wemby to be able to kind of, look, I'm his favorite player, what Wemby says. And Wemby has praised him to the front office and did. So they did their due diligence multiple times on KD, like multiple times. Yeah. And so that's why I felt like, look, NBA Finals wise, they were always, within a couple points that they just lost by. KD is always going to score 2 points, 4 points. There's no way KD is going to be shut down to 10 points. That would have easily put them over, especially.
Yeah, that would easily swung the tide, most definitely.
And so that's where I was at, and I thought, damn, they were. And this is exactly why Phoenix did not, on the way out, he didn't give no shit. He did. If they would have done it business a little better, more respectful, maybe he would have. But he knew. He was just pissed off that he was a scapegoat. Like we have been talking about it since New Year's Eve before that. Hey, they're trying to trade him now. And then it started hitting the fan, and it was, dude, he was pissed. And so, you know, it is what it is. I mean, they're listening to offers. It's just not that they're publicly putting it out there because they know that they really don't have the leverage anymore that Phoenix has. They're trying to get rid of Fred VanVleet, you know. So, but Clippers though, Clippers. Let's talk Clippers. John Collins.
Clippers.
John Collins. So there was always, and it's not even about the Spurs. It's just there was always an odd man out, or were they going to, if they're not going to re-sign Kawhi or trade him off, then it's an obvious John Collins. But what are you looking like as a Clippers fan that you're like on the? I mean, in our opinion, like he balled out this season for the position that he was placed in, and I thought he did a hell of a job. So what you thinking? What you thinking about John Collins there, Big Lou?
See, I like John Collins. I think he's a serviceable pick. You know, like, you know, came out, did his thing in Atlanta, then got shipped to Utah, then came to us. I was excited initially when we got him. You know, he's tall, lanky, he can 3-and-D guy, he can flash to the rim and like put you on a poster. I've seen him do it a couple times, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think he's been the same since he left Utah. If that makes sense.
Oh shit, yeah. Hey, you know what? You're not the only one that said that. He's not, and you're right. He was a 20-something point per game player there in Utah. He was.
Exactly. Because and that's another thing. A lot of people give Utah flack because, you know, it's not the most marketable place that you want to go and hoop at. I get that. But if you really think about the teams that they constructed over in the past, and like honestly, like last season, of course, it wasn't that great of a record and stuff like that, but they really developed talent really, really well. Because like Lauri Markkanen, like he got brought in with Chicago. He's averaging 25 now.
Mm-hmm.
Walker Kessler, like, and he tripping, man. I would have took that 140 in a heartbeat.
Easily.
140? Why sign it?
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, like, because they really got a nice team over there. You got Keontae George, you got Walker Kessler, you got Lauri Markkanen. They just picked up
Darian Peterson.
Buddy with the number 2 pick.
Yeah, Darian Peterson.
Yeah, Darius Peterson, yeah.
Darius Peterson. Like, they really got a nice team over there. So, like, I know he didn't want to go to Utah, bro, but listen here, bro. Go and get this rookie deal. Go and take this $25 million signing bonus. Bro, just play and just chill out, bro. Because even if you don't want to be there, bro, just play your shit. Don't sign extensions. Just go where you want to go. But, I mean, you know, but back to the Clippers. I like them. I think it's a good fit, but my whole thing is just like, if we ship out Kawhi and we trade him, John Collins probably gonna go with him.
Oh, so you're saying like a sign and trade? Oh, okay.
Or like, because you gotta think about it. Like, let's just say Toronto. Let's say the deal happened in Toronto,
right?
And who you think that, because they're gonna want somebody in exchange. Because I know they're not coming off of Scotty Barnes. I know they're not coming off.
They're coming off Brandon Ingram.
So
they're coming off Brandon Ingram.
Who you think they're gonna trade? They
coming off
Brandon RJ up out of there.
So whoever's watching right now,
I know you said they were trying to get the Rock trying to get rid of VanVleet. You know, him and Kawhi play. They may try to repackage them together. That's Kawhi's guy. So I mean, you just never know. But as a state of current Clipper fan, depends on what happened with Kawhi.
Right.
But no, man, I like John Collins. It's just another thing is just like, if they do get rid of Kawhi and Collins stays there, who's gonna step up and be the guy? Or do you think it could be like the 2018 where they had Shea and they made a first round run and they took a game away from Golden State? What year is that? Was that 17, 18 or
17?
Yeah, I think it was that.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, I can't hear y'all.
Okay.
Oh, Okay.
leave, and then
You
come
might
back.
need to reset and come back in. Hold on. I'll DM you. Hold on. Hold up. There you go. All right. Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks like it.
There you go.
Can
you hear us?
you hear us? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
The-
So
the-
yeah.
What
Go
I was
ahead,
gonna
go ahead.
say was like now with I mean the Clippers, they already did their pick. It was an okay pick. I would have gone with someone else, but they fell in love with the guy that they fell in love with. So you're hoping that guy turns out to be the next guy, because like I don't know, like after this, but yeah, you're gonna get Brandon Ingram if you do the Kawhi deal. So you will. So Bi would be.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Rich Paul wants, for those watching, I always say his camp. That's how I got to talk now. His camp, their camp, respective camps, whatever. Rich Paul wants him out of Toronto. He got his money. That's the drill. You get your money, and then maybe a year or two, we gonna get you out to your place you prefer to go. Really, so they want him out of Toronto, and I put it out there and reported it too that if this Kawhi trade is indeed real, then it's going to include Bi. Because, and again, they could say RJ
You think
Barrett.
so?
Yeah, so I think they're trying to get Bi on. I think they're trying to get RJ Barrett on top of Bi, but the Clippers are trying to get Bi and RJ Barrett, but they're not trying. Hey, we're not going to give you RJ Barrett, but that's who they're also trying to include. It's not that we rather prefer to get RJ Barrett. Hell no, they want the most they can get. The Clippers, Bi still fits what they're doing. RJ Barrett, would it make sense to base it around him? Absolutely not, because of who you have already in the backcourt. So he's just who they want additionally to fit that money, which I don't blame. I don't blame, the Clippers. Hey, look, this dude won a championship with y'all. You know what I'm saying? The least you can do is give us RJ Barrett on top of Brandon Ingram. But Brandon Ingram for sure is because Rich Paul wants him gone. Is the reason why it was again, Luther, what we like to do is we like to so we'll drop our Hot 9 exclusives, but we pick and choose. It's about the narratives that we know are going to be portrayed out there in the media. We know what's going to be placed out. That's how we run. That's in my opinion the way to go. I like to speak on players' behalf that's coming from their camp versus, and a lot of people are like, oh, he don't got no team sources. Look, we don't need the team. That's not the team. It's how you network behind the scenes with the real people. And that's why I took advantage when I was blessed to be able to go cover the Austin Spurs. Again, I said it before, I was talking to agents that were in the stands watching their clients that were just trying to get deals to see how they ball out. And I just happened to have a chance opportunity with somebody on the clutch side of things. I get called a sellout now. Shout out to Spurs fans. They call me a sellout. But I was able to get to the clutch side of things. And then it allowed me to be able to, like, while I'm waiting for my buses to get back to SA, I'm out here like politicking with these guys, man, networking, sharing some drinks at the hotel bar. Like, it's crazy. And it's like, man, it's crazy that I really can't say so much and delve in, but I'm cool with it because now, like, it allowed me to earn that respect and that trust. I was able to like stay in tune with the whole De'Aaron Fox thing when people were trying to bring out certain nonsense. Agency from De'Aaron Fox's side, which is Clutch, was able to provide me in-depth content, or not content, but intel that I was able to just supply, the people out here on X. And so, man, it's a blessing, man. It really is. And so, like, I always tell people, man, all the time, it's about networking. Like, even the same thing as you're on your grind. The best thing for you to do is you got to network. Your way out there is, hey, look, I'm not passing out flyers, but I'm sharing my clips. You can find me on this. You can find me here. Let me go on and post a YouTube short or some type of thing. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to people, is like, it's that one chance opportunity with one person you're sitting with in the stands. And I promise you, like I was telling the fellas earlier, the person that made that kind of gave me the confirmation that okay, I'm gonna do this right thing was Julian Champagnie. You know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity. I was there, and so ever since then, you know, even then I've been blessed to be in situations where I can speak and say things. So other than that, bro, sorry, I didn't delve into that. I don't know where the hell that came from. I think I've been drinking too much too. But
my boy, that Everclear.
Stop me next time if I'm going too much because man. Look, go ahead, y'all.
No, just we could start answering a couple of questions because.
What does Big Luther say? Levine in Miami. I know he was talking like Bron or
Zach.
That's what they're saying. This ain't get bought out.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I like Zach. I think Zach could fit. I think Zach could fit in Miami.
Oh,
Little combo guard action. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I just feel like, all right. I feel like used to like back in the day, if your career was going like tail up, you would go to like Utah or you would go to like DC. I feel like now everybody going to Sacramento. That's your career going to die. So, and I hate the fact that Zach went there because, like, I mean, yeah, they offering a bag, but bro, y'all ain't doing nothing. So I feel like Zach and Miami would be a good fit. You know,
no
he don't really
hold either.
Yeah,
I love it.
but he like, you know, combo guard can like dish it out, can drive to the hole, you know, get you an occasional three ball whenever you need it. Like he's a high quality player. I just feel like because he went to Sacramento, a lot of people forget. But yeah, nah, man. Yeah, I feel like that could work out. I like that.
See,
but I got something else. I got another question for y'all real quick. So I don't know if I heard about the Ja. I'm pretty sure I heard about the Ja trade. So that means in Portland you got 4 guards. You got Scoot, you got Dame, you got Ja, and you got Holiday. You think Miami can make a push and grab one of them boys?
Here's the thing, right? Portland and Miami do not like each other, and on top of that, they're like they tried to rekindle. It didn't work. This like Portland was hell bent on sending Giannis Antetokounmpo to Boston, and to prevent any way Miami could have gotten him. Like that's how serious this hate has gone between these two organizations. So if they do a trade, it's gonna have to be in Portland's favor. They're not doing anything in Miami's favor. They're not helping Miami to get out.
Oh, not now. After you got Giannis, not now.
Oh no, well of course. No, now Miami can just give a middle finger to all of them, like, you know, because they got the guy. So, but obviously,
settle down there. You got to settle down there, man. Settle down there, man.
And man, listen. We're gonna bring out the real, and that's the real. These two organizations hate each other. Okay,
I'm not talking about that part. I'm just listen. You got some really concerning things to talk about, man. And if you're really talking Giannis, you got to talk these injuries. There's some things out there, man. There's some, and again with the lack of depth, you just be humble. Listen, just be humble with what you got, and just be like, hey, look, man, it's a new chapter, a new beginning. Monk ain't said nothing. He's ready to say, but look, it's a new beginning. Just look, you got your guy, you got your game changer. Now, look, get through the first season at least to make sure, hey, we're healthy. Yeah. It don't matter what happens. If they end the season, whether in the playoffs, finals, Eastern Conference, it don't matter. Healthy, they won. Oh shit, he said playing. They won. They won. Because why? They beat. That's the main enemy, is the health side of things. Because sometimes these health things can take them out an extended amount of time. Now, after the first season, regardless of what happens, oh bro, hype yourself up. Look, they were healthy. They were able to stay. Look, they just fell short. Whatever happens, bam, get ready to roll through it again.
The only thing is I'm not worried because I'm not looking at this as a one-time thing. I'm like, you have Wiggins now, so now you just have to go and build off of what we do best, and that's pick up random guys and literally turn them into role players. I mean, hey, we had Carrot Top. People forget we had Carrot Top dropping 18 points on Houston before he got shipped out. Like,
Nobody's listen. You
Hey,
know,
man.
hey yo, your boy Rob Murrows had posted last night that Hawks and Buddy Hield are exploring ways to part ways from his contract. And then when they confirmed that he was opting in with the Hawks and they were guaranteeing his deal, I said, what
Why
happened
is
to
he
that?
my brother?
What happened to that tweet, dog? And then I said, damn, I could have sworn I saw it. And then somebody had bookmarked it or screenshotted it and said, huh? What's this? Bro, I said, I told you, bro. Somebody was gonna find it and they got you. That's y'all's man.
Oh my
That's y'all's Heat
God!
fan.
Wait, what?
That's y'all's fellow Heat fan. That's your man's. Yo, he said, yo, man, we got to start a publication. I said, man, I let that motherfucker on red, man. I ain't gonna do it, man. I ain't doing it, player. Hell
That's
nah.
hilarious.
But yeah, that's their homies, man. They're Heat fan, fellow Heat fan. How y'all look? They vouched for him though. They vouched for him. They said, no, he's a real dude. Luther. So I forgot what his name. I forgot what his first name was. In the beginning, it was like some crazy name. And then he says, I'm Rob Peterson. I'm following and continuing the legacy of whatever fellow insider. And then he smooth dropped it to Rob Murrows. And then he said, yeah. Nav goes, nah, he's real, man. That's a real guy, right?
Well, you thought all I just said was that he's a real person. He's not an AI because he thought he was a bot.
No, I know he's a real person. No, that's not gonna. I know he's a real person. I just know he's not a real person named Rob fucking Murrows. Come on,
I don't know, and he's been through so many different names. I want to also add, speaking of the Heat, Davion Mitchell is switching his number to number 2.
Is Kawhi Leonard showing up?
No, it's because it's to remember his brother.
Oh damn! See, I knew I was being a real.
Damn.
Y'all don't tell
That's
me
what's
nothing,
up,
man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, he said it. He said it right now on his IG, and he said, "The 912 will never forget you. Your legacy lives through everyone you inspired. Love you forever, brother."
You know what I just thought about?
Yo,
What?
This may be a controversial take, depending on who you ask yourself.
Oh shit!
But I don't see why Miami can't go get Jaden Ivey.
Yo,
He's
they might as
serviceable.
well. Yeah,
He's serviceable. Go put him in that thing. Hey, bro, we just need bodies for right now, bro. Like, because y'all are really not going to be that ball dominant. The ball going to be in the paint. The ball going to be in the post. So, I mean, just go get him. Let him handle the ball for a little bit. Bring the ball up court. Of course, Giannis can be a point forward. But, bro, like, pass it up, dish it off. That's it. Just bring the ball up. Just pick and roll. Bow.
This is the one I want to talk about right here. Look, go on, talk about it because I want to talk about this one next. This little banner next that we didn't get to talk about.
So AG or
no. Cook on what Luther was saying because it's real. It's real. What he's saying. Look, the depth. Every roster spot counts. Every roster spot counts. So, just
look. Here's the thing, right? Miami welcomes everybody. They welcome everybody. But the thing with Jaden Ivey, I don't think Miami will welcome that. I think
you think it's too hot.
Yeah, I think like he's really talented, and obviously before they had interest in him, but I think like after everything has gone with the Terry situation, I think Miami does not ever want to touch another like player that has any kinds of issues like that. So,
man, speaking of that, my fault. Let me know.
No, you're good. No, you're good. What about the Terry?
My finna say, man. Speaking of, man, free my boy Terry, free Chauncey, free everybody in the gambling scandal. Because if we go, I know this is sports, but I know we shifting a little bit. If they're gonna let Buddy from Texas Tech play, he can't get drafted. Funny how shit like that work out. But you gonna let him play, man, for gambling? He played in the games he gambled on, bro. Like what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then the NCAA didn't even give him nothing. That's right. The NFL said, all right, NCAA don't want to handle it. We got you. Yeah, you ain't getting drafted. So, nah, man. Like, but my whole thing is just like, if y'all gonna let him do that, go get Malik Monk. not Malik Monk. Who's the dude from? Was
Malik
it Denver, or
Beasley.
Detroit? Malik Beasley. Yeah, yeah. Go get Beasley. Bring back Scary Terry. Like, man, let
Yeah,
these
quarterback.
guys play, bro. If y'all let him do that, bro, let these boys play. And they stuff wasn't nearly as bad as Buddy from Indiana. Like, come on, man. That is my opinion.
bro.
Can I say something?
Yes, Monk, you
So,
should be
so,
talking.
so
Talk.
yeah. So speaking of that whole Brandon situation, like Thorsby, I believe that was the quarterback's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So NCAA didn't want him to play at all. He went to the courts and got an injunction for him to
Oh.
play. And then he tried to spin back to the NFL and say, "Hey, can I get a supplementary draft just by himself?"
They
And they
said, nah,
said,
you good.
"Yeah, nah, you straight." Hung up.
That's
Mm.
crazy. Cause I did hear something where it was some athletic directors like, yeah, we're not playing Texas Tech. We're not putting y'all on the schedule this season. And I feel like
Exactly.
that's rightfully so, bro. You went in there and you cheated and you got broke off, bro. Like, come on. Like, no. What are we doing? I'm sure,
Yeah.
I'm sure that I'm sure the Argonauts in Canada, I'm sure they got a roster spot open. I'm sure he can go play up there. I'm sure the UFL, I'm sure the St. Louis Battlehawks got something open. I'm sure what's the Houston team, the Rough Riders?
The Rough Riders.
Uh,
Yeah.
Sounds
what was
accurate.
the team in San Antonio?
Oh,
So I
they
want
gone
to
now.
go
The
to a
Brahmas.
game. The
The
Brahmas.
Brahmas.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah.
go to a game when I was out there, but I never made the time for it. I'm sure they got an open spot. I'm sure they'll happily take them. But as far as you going up there and
Well,
shaking Goodell hand, nah, big homie.
I'm glad you brought that up because Monk over here has at least two people. One former NBA star. I'm not gonna snitch. You already said his name. I'm not gonna say it. That he bets with. Who knows, folks? So this man here, I already told him. I'll drop a roll of dimes on him. I'm a snitch. The second if the feds pull up on me because of this man here,
Hey, you out of there.
I'm gonna just say one of the names. Big Country Bryant Reeves. That's his cousin. That's his older cousin. And so he does his things. I snitch on him. Don't tell him to come hit at me. All right. But that's his cousin. And so I don't know what they do. He just says they be doing prize picks. I said, look, that's a former NBA player right there. And he still talks to people. Mm-hmm. So, so he's interesting indeed. He just, anyway.
I like to say
Look.
one thing. Didn't mean to cut you off, but
No, you good.
that whole Malik Beasley and what was it, Ed Davis as well. They indicted. They done. They cooked. There's
Cooked.
no chance.
Oh, make no sense.
And I think Nap to follow up what you said about Miami, Beal, and they still got that rookie.
I think Beal's coming. I think Beal's
Sadly.
coming. I think
I wouldn't
that's
sleep on Duncan being released.
I ain't gonna lie. I could see them going back to get Duncan, but I ain't gonna lie. Like during Detroit's playoff run, it really was just Cade and Duncan because there was a couple games where like Cade and somebody else who I think could be a super pick too, which I don't know how you could do this because I feel like they're already like forward heavy. I go get Tobias. I go get
That's what I
Tobias
thought.
Harris because he was balling out. He was balling out a little bit. But going back to Duncan, I would go back and get Duncan. You got a 6'7", 6'8" shooting guard who can launch that bitch from deep. Oh, yeah, you need that. You need shooting. You need spacing. I don't see why they wouldn't entertain the offer. Maybe like a Kevin Porter Jr. I feel like he could be serviceable in his time with Milwaukee. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of people you can go get, like a kind of like uh, pick and play kind of thing. But I feel like they could work. I know y'all said Van Fleet. They probably trying to get rid of him. So like
that might be a guy right there.
By the
you just
way,
never know.
if you know how like because there's like certain like situations, I just find it like interesting that this whole Warriors thing's going on, right? You have Jimmy Butler's contract, and then Jimmy's friend just tweeted out something interesting and then deactivated his account. It's very, what's funny is the last time he did something like that, Jimmy got traded. So if he gets traded, that would be That would be so funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well,
He wouldn't
So
be
you're
in Washington.
Jimmy for
yeah. I
Bam.
was gonna say. Well, I wouldn't even. My bad, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. What was y'all saying?
No,
Oh no, keep cooking. No, you cook. Yeah,
no,
cook it. You
Because
good.
like
Jimmy for
what
Bam.
I came across today is all right. If they do this, they will be considerably forever in my book. I will call them the Golden State Warriors because I heard they trying
Jimmy
to
for
get
Bam.
LeBron and
Yo,
AD.
Oldest State.
So
Yep. Go ahead.
the
My fault.
Golden State Warriors. So I heard they were trying to do Jimmy for AD, and then they try to go get LeBron.
They
here's the thing
was.
too. This with Portland also with the Ja Morant is interesting because when you add
Hmm
OG.
I'm outside. I'm always out. Doing what I do,
That
baby.
My boy outside got
that
bullshit in the background.
that's the chief. That's the chief brand officer right there. That's the OG Jimmy right there.
You know how I do it. OG in the house.
Yeah.
I'm out here in the bed, you know what I'm saying? I'm always outside
OG
somewhere.
OG said
Doing
y'all
what I
niggas don't
do.
know about me.
Listen,
Oh yeah, big
That-
Luther, this is
let me tell y'all
OG.
something. Julian, he got the 3-year deal, 15 mil a year. Good luck for him. You feel me? It's horse here where I'm at too, just so y'all know. Bad horse. I can't hear y'all, so don't even try to talk. But I'm outside. Put it in the text. I'm at an event tonight. Say what's up to the baby mama.
Hi, Auntie. How you doing?
What we do? We out. Say what's up. Niggas like, oh, his wife is hot. I know niggas. And I get whores. Because that's what I do. Hey, look, this chick singing karaoke. Watch this. That's what I do, y'all. What y'all got going on? I can't hear y'all, but what y'all got going on? What we doing?
Nothing. We live. We just live on Buzzer.
What we doing? What y'all got
We
going
just
on?
live.
We just live on Buzzer, bro.
Because I'm laid back.
We live on
Hey, yo,
Buzzer.
Jalen Duran, here's what I'm tripping off of. So we talking to sign and trade, Jalen Duran going to Sacramento for some bonus and some shit. That's goofy.
Yeah.
Ja Morant to Portland. What the fuck they doing? They saw our 3-guard lineup and they like, we gonna try to do that? Or is Drew on the move? Tell me. I need to know. Also, the Heat only gonna win 36 games this year. Because Giannis gonna hyperextend his knee in the 3rd game of the season and be out for 25 games or more. Hey, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm at an event. I'm chilling. Y'all know how I do.
We love
The
you.
CBO always popping in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I do, baby. I get at y'all later.
Yes, sir, OG.
I'd like to say
Yo.
a couple things, especially on the Heat side of things.
Where'd Luther go? He's like, oh hell nah. I ain't dealing with this.
I think
Send him a message.
he did.
Send him
I
a
think
message. Oh, there he is.
Miami wouldn't go after Kevin Porter just off his history with women.
No, no. That's not why. It's because him and Giannis don't mesh together.
Even after that.
I wouldn't even say off of his history because you gotta think about it. Even after that incident, the Clippers picked them up, and then Milwaukee gave him another shot. So I don't really think it's more so. Don't get me wrong, like that's in the back of his mind. I'm pretty sure he's like skating on thin ice, but I don't think that's entirely the reason. I just kind of feel like his hiatus from the league. I just kind of feel like maybe I don't say skills diminished, but like if you're not hooping, then you kind of lose a little bit of that muscle memory, you know? But I don't know. I just feel like he could be a good pick and pop kind of person, you know, to like fill in, maybe make Houston a desirable market again. And that's another thing too. Because, you know, just hearing all the former players and the current players talk about like the body weight stuff and like you can't eat this, in which I agree, but I'm not gonna lie. Somebody else who I feel like could greatly benefit from that Miami Heat system, I would make a trade for in a heartbeat. Zion. I will put Zion.
Ooh.
I will put Zion in that system. He needs the structure. He needs to just, but hey, bro, because Pat Riley's gonna keep it real. Hey, bro, listen here. We've put this in your deal. If you break this, we taking 15 on top. Because
You,
like they do have clauses like that, like Colin Murray, you gotta watch a certain amount of film a week or a month. You can't be on Call of Duty. Da 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 da.
Hey
So,
man, he can go wild too when it comes to the women. There's women
mhm.
everywhere.
First of all,
Yeah,
There's
he
women
got
everywhere.
he got to reel that in too. But I mean, he has changed. He has looked good for New Orleans and stuff like that, which I'm glad because I thought we was gonna have to like start talking about bust when it comes to Zion. But no, I think he's cool and stuff like that. But yeah,
I
He-
think the piggyback off you, Big Luke, and what you said about the little wording in the contracts. They did that with Tim Hardaway back in the day. The whole fat percentage. To even go further than that, Norman last year, before he even played a certain minute,
I don't know.
Ultra
I don't
sent him
know
a picture.
if you heard that if you heard that story about Jermaine O'Neal, right? The first time he went to the Heat system and he loved eating ice cream and Oreos. And Pat
Mhm.
right.
Riley came and took that away and told him, "You ain't touching this until I see some weights going down." And then this man, as soon as he left, he was like, "Oh man, that was like probably arguably the hardest thing." As soon as I left, I went grabbed a bunch of vanilla ice cream, Oreos, cookies. No, because hey man, like Andre Iguodala said, this was the first time he actually went to a team and it felt like, all right, it's your first day. Um, you know, here's your mouth guard, here's your jersey, your warm up jersey, here's your jersey, here's a towel, and let's get to work. And that
Hmm.
man was like, he didn't know what was going on, and that's what he was like saying. So
Yeah.
Miami really is. It's not for everybody, obviously, but it's like, but
No.
that with Kevin Porter Jr. I don't know. I don't think that happens with Miami. Now I will say Tobias Harris would be a sneaky pickup for the Heat if it's on a vet minimum. I think
Yeah.
Bradley Beal could be a sneaky pickup if it's for a vet minimum.
Yeah.
What I
Vet.
also want is I like Milton from the Warriors. I think he is a guy that's going to go under the radar. Another good guy that knows how to defend. Yes, he has terrible injury history, but he still can fit, what they're trying to run. But
He's serviceable.
yeah, let's move on a little bit to the Celtics because when you look at Boston, in your opinion, right, do you feel that they overplayed their hand with this situation when they basically said, we're all in on getting Giannis, but we're not all in on actually getting Giannis?
I would say so because you gotta think about the chemistry of the team. To me, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You gotta think about it. Yeah, they had a first round exit. Yeah, I get that. But I don't think adding Giannis to Boston will really just drive the needle like that because they got it done without him. Brown and Tatum firing off collectively. Don't get me wrong, like he would help, but I don't think that if you take Jalen Brown off and put him on there, I don't think it makes them better than just Tatum and Brown. You know? That's just my personal opinion. Cause like you gotta think about it. Like, if you really want to look at it, JT could play the four. And JT still gonna go get you 25, 26 a night. You know? So I do kind of think so because it kind of and especially, all right, maybe if Jalen Brown didn't come off the season he had, well, he had like the best, like this is like his best career ever. Like MVP consideration, drug them boys to the playoffs with a winning record in the East when they were not originally when JT went down. I was like, oh yeah, Boston gonna be a lottery team. Them boys went, them boys went through the season, went to the first round. Yeah, they got knocked, but still, like they significantly overachieved. And it's the fact that like the guy who kept us afloat, had this MVP caliber season. Our former finals MVP, this guy averaging damn near 28, 29 this season. Yeah, we're going to go get rid of him to get Giannis. Like, it kind of kills the team. So, and also, it kind of kills the morale for Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown been spazzing lately. I just don't know if I would have did that because, like I say, like, you have a good thing in Boston. So, I mean, but then again, you kind of would be an idiot to not get Giannis. But I don't know, man. That's just a tricky situation. But I do kind of feel like it kind of messed up the chemistry and stuff like that.
You know, something about Brad Stevens, right, is that okay, so that was a bad move trading Simon for Vucevic. That did not end
Yeah.
right. Then you have him basically pulling a Pat Riley and saying, no, I want to keep the guy that's averaging less than 10 points a game. Like,
It was worse.
Yeah,
It
it's
was 4
wild.
points.
It was what?
It was 4
I
points.
said, no, that's wild.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. 4 points. Like, you know, there's just certain situations where I feel like if you're gonna go all in, you have to go all in. I didn't think Brad Stevens would pull a Pat Riley. So he pulled a Pat Riley. That was just crazy.
I'll piggyback off you when you said that. The biggest issue
That
for
was
Boston
wild.
last year was
Where
the
y'all
whole-
think JB could possibly land at though? I can see JB in New Orleans. Because Trey Murphy don't want to be there. Trey Murphy up out of there. I could see Trey Murphy, DeJounte Murray, a pick or two for Jaylen Brown.
You know, it's interesting because like Boston and Denver is interesting because when you look at how the Celtics kind of like could use a Jamal Murray, then Denver could use probably Jaylen Brown because they already have a guy who's going to be a passer, and Jaylen Brown just mostly wants to be a scorer. So
he can do that too.
Yeah, I feel like that could kind of work. Obviously, it's going to count picks, but at the rate that this is going, Boston's going to lose any trade they make for Jaylen Brown because now it's being reported now that it's coming out more and more that he's not happy with the team. He's getting frustrated. The second he asks out in public is the second that Boston's trade value is going to go completely to the dumps. Obviously, they're going to scramble to try to trade, but
I can see that. And my bad, y'all. I hate to keep jumping from team to team and shit, but my brain just been rolling ever since we did this. Now, okay, so of course all the controversy came out with Cam Thomas in Brooklyn, right? He got shipped to Milwaukee. He wanted a max or something close to it. Didn't get it. Playing for like $500K, then he got cut. I could see I could see Miami going to go get Cam. 25 point per game in Boston. I could see them going to go get him. Or what do you think? I think that'd be a good pickup.
Go
ahead. Riley, he knows how to manage. To me, it's like he knows how to manage egos and play egos and keep them in check. I think that's what he needs.
The only thing about that right now is that like it seems like they're kind of turning the attention to other like players. So it's like before it was, I would say Cam, but now they probably wouldn't do that at the moment. Like unless like like he was like really, really like showing like improvement to them and everything. But that's the thing is nowadays if you don't play both sides of the ball or don't commit to both sides of the ball, you're not gonna get like anywhere. Like that's kind of the thing between the difference here between like Tyler was at least like he kind of tried to play defense, but Cam doesn't do that. He just wants to score, and it comes to a point where it's great that you're hitting tough shots, but why are you holding the ball near the end of the shot clock when and you're throwing up like those kinds of shots? Like, so that's why I just say I don't see it like happening. Now with Beal, I can understand because they like to spin around.
It's got me a little text message here.
Let me. I want to put in 2 cents.
Go on, put in a penny.
All right. So you was talking about Ernie.
I mean, I saw somebody comment KD to the Spurs. I don't think we got a chance to talk about that. Somebody
Yeah.
commented it was like KD to the Spurs or something like that. I don't know if we can go back and like talk about that or not.
Yeah,
but
we can. Can you
um,
hear us? You good?
not
You hear?
KD. It wasn't KD. I think it was. He was like Bills. He was
Can you
like
hear?
Bill to
Wait,
Miami.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear Famous Davis?
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I don't think he can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear Monk?
Can you hear him?
All person here is you.
Okay, he can only hear me. He can't hear none
We'll
of
be right back.
none of you guys.
We'll be
All
right back.
That's why we were bouncing around teams because they've been trying to talk to the other teams, but like you could never hear them. By the way, you know what's crazy is that Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bain, they got 7 first-round picks for them. John Morant, they got 0 picks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And shit, I forgot about Triple J over there in Utah. They really got a squad.
They do.
But I could see them having, if Kessler's still gonna be there, Kessler at the 5, Triple J at the 4, Laurie Marketing, he's 6'10", 6'9". He can run the 3.
Mhm.
Peterson at the 2, Keontae at the 1. So
Oh,
they got a nice squad over
no.
there.
That's crazy.
That's
Crazy.
what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, never mind. That's why he said, dude, that is wild. K-Dot, you can speak now.
I still can't hear him.
I'm just kidding. Can you hear me? I'm just kidding. Can you hear me?
Bro. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him? Can you hear him?
I can't.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's probably
We'll
his. He
even come
probably
back. Hang on.
we could. Yeah, he'll leave it. I can hear you, Monk. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear him. I can hear
All right. I
him.
wish I didn't hear the last part.
What's up?
Oh,
What?
okay,
All right,
that's-
bro. All right.
buddy.
That was up. All right, so y'all can hear me. Okay, so I think it was him because I know Monk was like, "Let me put in my 2 cents," and he's like, "Yeah, let's talk about Key," and he's like, "Oh, my bad."
And and that's what I was trying to tell you now about Ernie. He got his name got thrown around in there about
Oh,
conversations, and he wanted his money back.
yo, that's crazy.
Who is Ernie?
Jimmy Butler's friend.
Oh yeah, Jim.
Who is Ernie? No,
I'm talking
no.
about
Who
his
is
whole
really
name.
Ernie? No, yeah. What files? Who is Ernie in the files? Not who is he as in Jimmy Butler's friend. Who is Ernie in the Beasley files?
But I wouldn't be surprised if Miami brings back Simone Fontecchio.
Pinocchio.
I would not be surprised
They
either.
have mutual interest in coming back on a vet minimum.
Yeah, just keep it at that. Don't nothing more
You
than
think
that,
so?
please.
Absolutely.
I hope not. That's just me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
what? The
think so
Bucks
too.
would be surprised.
Well,
Middleton.
Aaron Gordon or Kevin Durant. We can definitely talk about that. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Making sure. All right. Go ahead.
No. We're waiting for you.
Oh, no. Look at that, man. Look, again, we are presented by Buzzer. We're almost out the door. We got about 30. What is it? Oh, 36. No. Yeah, 36 minutes now. I just want to say thank you. As I am done proving who I am or what I do. I am retiring today. Talking the league will be Dap God and Monk. today I officially announce my retirement. So, it's been an absolute honor and a pleasure serving you as K. Dot the Chemist. Absolute pleasure. It's been a crazy ride. Crazy. But nevertheless, I would not exchange or I don't regret a single second. So as of today, just call me Famous Davis. There's no more K. Dot the Chemist. Shit on that, man. Because yeah. Think I proved more than enough who Famous Davis is. Famous Davis? Get him.
Famous Davis.
Anyway.
You get the rub down.
Okay, you know what? Go on. We not.
Okay, my bad. I didn't. I thought I was muted. I thought I was muted when I did
the what?
That was way. So wait a minute. So you were gonna say this muted?
No.
You just said you thought you was muted.
Hey, don't worry about it.
You know what?
Hey, man, I just go like this. That's all.
So before we talk about Aaron Gordon or KD, I know that you said you wanted to put in 2 cents there, Monk. What was your 2 cents?
You said a penny.
Off Luther's take, or off of who will be available aside from Pinocchio.
Who should be linked to Miami?
Well, I don't know. You said let me put in my 2 cents, and then we had audio issues after that.
Yeah, I especially what Big Loot said about Tobias. It's now getting reported that he's unlikely to return from Detroit, per Chris Payne. I think Miami's biggest issue with anything right now, they only got $12 million in the mid-level. But if they can get rid of Jovic, it opens a lot more money-wise. And I honestly think they want to bring back Norman Powell.
Oh, you gotta keep Norman. You gotta keep storming Norman. You gotta keep Norman.
They got to.
Thurman Merman.
Especially with Wiggins' new contract. I don't think people realize that what Knapp said earlier, that year 2 is going to be the big year for Miami. That Wiggins contract, I don't think nobody looked at it. It's $30 million this year, and then it gets cut in half to $15-16 million next year. So they sacrificed money-wise this year to go all in next year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I can see that. Because, honestly, when they put that team together and they went and got Giannis, nobody said Miami going to the finals. Nobody said Miami winning the chip. Usually, because, with teams like that that are constricted, you usually most likely have success in, year 2 or 3. Not the first year. So, I think that'll be their best. That'll be their best when they can get Norman. They can bring him back because he was a crucial part of the offense last season and stuff like that. So, yeah, no, I think they can get him, then they can bring him back, then that'll be good for the offense. Because you got another ball handler and stuff like that. Then you go grab another piece to complement him and stuff like that. And, yeah, they can make that work, most definitely.
Here's the thing, though. If Norman takes the pay cut, then they'll welcome him back. But if he wants the 30 mil, the 35 mil, then he's going to, hey, man, good luck in Chicago. Good luck in Detroit. Because listen, he's 34 years old. All he does is jack up shots. Doesn't play defense. He's heavily injury prone.
I can't let you get that one off. Only because, and this is one of my most recent gripes with LeBron, because I want to say it was his final year with the Clippers, which was the season before last. He was playing at an all-star level when Kawhi was out. He earned that shit.
That's true.
And I didn't like the fact that LeBron didn't be like, okay, Yeah, I ain't gonna play because he didn't play. Like you didn't play in an All-Star game, so why do you want the nod? I guess to keep his streak going, but he really could have been like, nah, man. Like Powell been hooping, Powell been balling out. Let Powell get it. But I mean, I wouldn't say he just be jacking up shots. It's like heavily contested and shit. Yeah, he does have injury issues with shit. Who in the league
Yeah,
don't? You know.
you're right.
So,
As you get older,
but no, I would say, to me, in my personal opinion, he's a former NBA champion. I think he deserved that shit. That's just me.
Yeah, he deserves to get his money, but I don't think Miami's gonna give it to him. But
Damn, I can't hear you.
oh, you can't now. You can't hear us.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I think Nap.
Can you hear me?
I think
Okay,
they would
go
meet
ahead.
in the middle. But say he wants this 30. I think Detroit's out of it because of Kevin Herter. I don't think they're looking at that direction. Chicago, if Miami can get off a 2-for-1 or even Anthony Simons plus something else, maybe a pick, hey, by all means. But they also have to deal with, does Norman want to help Miami? Especially how it ended. Because he can just walk into Chicago and take the money and just be okay.
I mean, and Miami will probably be fine with that, bro. Like, we've seen they don't care. They don't like.
I
They
think
let
right
guys
now,
go.
more than ever, they need assets to build this around Giannis and Bam.
Yeah, but Norman Powell at 34 on a
He can
heavy
get you a couple
max
seconds.
is not, is not something that they're looking to fully do. What is that link?
That shit looks treacherous.
Oh, link for Ernie. Okay.
I think the people that you need. Okay.
Yeah.
The people that you need to look out for Miami is if they can do that sign and trade deal with Chicago to either bring back Colin Sexton or Anthony Simons. If they're lucky, they get both. One of them can guarantee the starting job. I think Miami walking into free agency tomorrow got a little bit of an advantage, especially with Giannis being in there, especially when you can tell a free agent like, hey, we have a starting spot for you. And it can be a prove it deal. You want to stay in here for a 1 year prove it deal, and then next year you get your money. But you have a whole year to ball with Giannis, and everybody knows with Giannis, everybody gets better with him. Everybody's open more. They're gonna command a double team with Giannis.
Well, wait, can you hear
I
us
don't mean
now?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Go, Kiddo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. If y'all talking about the Heat still, go ahead.
No, go, K-Dot. We've been waiting for you.
No. You good? My
famous
fault.
now.
My apologies. Yeah. Nap. See how you're doing it already now? You're supposed to help me out. Just kidding, man. Famous Davis. Listen, FD. Call me FD.
Okay. Famous Davis. Famous
No,
Davis.
we're just kidding. We're just kidding. Nah, look. You know that Rich Paul wants Aaron Gordon in one or two teams, in San Antonio or Boston. We
I think
do
Boston
know.
could be a leverage play, to be honest.
First of all, we do know that Rich Paul has a little podcast with Max Kellerman, and he did say, or subtly dropped, Spurs need a dunker. They need like Aaron Gordon before he swapped up again to a dunker and a. So let's see who's buying or selling this. As you know, what we're on the last 26 minutes. Are you buying or selling? I'm not even saying. Would Aaron Gordon make this Spurs team better?
Yes.
Yes.
I think anybody in that power forward or situation that can give you 15, 20.
Hey, look at Lou. Look at Lou.
He's like,
I feel like the fact that I gotta do this for so long is telling me my
I'll tell you. Yeah. Go on, Luther. Go on.
Okay. All right. I could say Denver, Aaron Gordon, yes, because Denver, he's more now. Because in Orlando, he literally was just a dunk guy. I would say now that he's in Denver, he's a little bit more polished and like he's added the three ball, he's added the mid range, a little bit of post work. So I would say now, yes. But when you immediately say Aaron Gordon, I just went back to Orlando. That Aaron Gordon, nah. So when he's like, we need a dunker, that's what I thought about. Now we don't need a dunker. We need a person who can play alongside Wemby, also a lob threat, can block shots on occasion or like at least alter some shots, mid range, stuff like that. So, good size, 6'10", about 240. I think he can work. Yeah, I think he makes them better.
I wanna go when Luke said.
But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna have to hop off of here. My girl gave me the text, Love Island finna start. Get your ass to the crib. So, duty calls.
Big Luther, man. Look,
Yeah,
be
But
sure
to
to
be
catch
back on
Big
again in the
Luther.
future, talk some
Man,
more hoops.
and,
Just
and real,
guys, whenever
and
y'all
real
ready, I'm
quickly,
down.
real quickly, hold on real quick before you go. If you can hear me, I'm not sure you can hear me. Be sure to follow Big Luther, man. Big Luther ROW. Be sure to follow him, man. Get him followers,
I can't
stack
hear
him
you.
followers. Oh, he can't
he
hear us.
can't.
Tell him that
He
we're
can't.
plugging his show right now. We're plugging his channel right now.
We're
Plugging his
plugging
X
your
account.
stuff in right
Yeah, I
now.
can't hear nothing. But
You can't.
thank you guys for having me. I
You can't
appreciate
hear
you.
us.
I can't hear nobody. I'm like reading lips, but I can't really hear nobody. But nah, thank you
Check,
guys for having me.
check your.
All right, I'll text on X. All right, y'all.
Get him out of
Peace.
here, my dog. Yeah, that's love. So look, be sure to follow Big Luther. Man, I'm telling you, reality of wrestling. Booker T. Look, didn't understand. Last Stand Rumble winner, man. This is what he was. He eliminated Zillify 2. Look, Big Luther ROW. Big Luther ROW. Be sure to give him a follow. What up, Jizzle? We see you, man. Give us KD. Look. Okay. I don't want to rain on anyone's extension parade, okay? But I'm gonna ask y'all a question, right? Just don't even relate it to Julian Champagnie. Don't even relate it to just relate it to anybody else. It don't matter. 15 million. Think of 15 million per year for 3 years. Isn't that not a bench piece money? Isn't that a salary that you pay somebody off the bench? 15 million, some of that nature. 10 to 15 mil.
You add that with Harrison Barnes?
No. I'm just talking about in general. In general, anybody out there in the league, 10 to 15 million, that can be somebody that comes off the bench. That's a good contract money that you got all coming off the bench, right? That's a $15 million. It's not like it's 25, 20, 30, all that stuff. It's 15. So a lot of people are like, look, he secured his starting role, but look, he got his money. But there are still evident upgrades to be. Just because he got his money, and again, I don't mean to rain on anyone's parade, but just because he got his money does not mean the starting spot is solidified. Could it be? Of course. Oh man, you're paying a $15 million a year player to start. Okay. Plausible. Awesome. Budget. But it also justifies of who you're paying to come off the bench. You're paying Keldon, 18 to 20 mil. So 15 mil is a hell of a bargain. That leaves for people to go on and say, we do need another 4 who can also play that 5. So Wemby can sometimes run the 4. Y'all.
Because Wemby
We're still not done yet. Go ahead.
4.
Go ahead.
Wemby is a 4. So that's why but hey, if they get Gordon, then he'll be a 3 and he will have to take it.
Now, well, okay.
Okay. I just realized what I said. I mean like okay, never mind. I'm drawing a blank on that horrible pause.
No, you're good. You're good. What caught me off guard a little bit. Caught me off guard again. We got about 21 minutes left. Look, again, be sure to follow, man. Look, if you have not downloaded the Buzzer app, BZZR, download it on the Google Play Store. Download it on the App Store right now. These guys, the first thing they're going to do as soon as we're done is they're going to make sure they create their accounts. That's the first thing they're going to do. because right now we are live on Buzzer. When you're gonna see a lot of these Hot 9 exclusives, I'm gonna save it for Buzzer, regardless of who sees it or not. I'm gonna save it for Buzzer. Eventually, we want to move full time to Buzzer. There's a lot of things out there, but that's, again, we got those in the early stages. KD. Houston. Oh, one more thing before I talk about Houston. Hey, Miami Heat fans. I mean, Laker fans. I wish I had my old account back. When y'all was trying to shit on me. Shit all over me. Sorry for cussing. Scat all over me. When I said the Lakers had reached out to the Miami Heat about Tyler Hero. And what did we hear? Not only did they reach out to the Miami Heat about Khalil Ware, but they reached out about Tyler Hero as well. You know what? Listen, it's a rated PG show. Thank you so much. Anyway, thank you so much for your feedback. All of y'all. Again, I wish we had an old account. So many people and it was like, yo. Then they got linked up with Wiggins after the fact. And then, come on, y'all. I'm just telling you, man. We out here giving y'all the real. We giving you the real. It's just up to you if you really want to truly go out there and get it. Call us the underground. Call us whatever you want to. The thing is, we putting out consistent, hot fire. That's what it is. Look. Again, shout out Sports Jedi Network. Subscribe on YouTube. Again, find me on Buzzer at Famous Davis. You know what it is. FAMOUSDAVIS. I'm going to drop it, man. I'm telling you, you can drop posts on there like it's X. You can upload videos. You can do whatever you need to do and listen to some of your favorite podcasts on there. And I mean, when I say favorite, you're going to find yourself a favorite. This is no joke, people. Buzzer is real. What's up?
We become your favorites.
And look, this is just free agency. You know what I mean? We haven't really began to really open the trade side of things. Again, Denver has some looming questions to answer. They do. And again, this is the main question for people to answer. Teams. Are we good enough to win an NBA championship or compete? And if you're not, that's when you go to work. And in Denver's case, you don't go and rebuild. You just renovate. That's it. You just renovate. I know people have been trying to say, oh, man, Jokic to LA when Luke. But y'all don't think maybe Luka would want to hit the Denver with Jokic? I'm just saying. There's a lot of shit out there. But look, Denver's got some things to talk about. But they can't do it without answering these real questions. Yes, you got Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray, look, you got your need right there. But with Aaron Gordon, there's a lot of questions to ask because of who they're looking to, retain in regards to their services. So you don't got to take it from me, but you can take it from me. Spurs got their priority. It's John Collins. Whether LeBron, it goes to Golden State, whether LeBron goes to, it doesn't matter. He can go to Jupiter. It don't matter, wherever. Shanghai Sharks, Taiwan Mustangs, it don't matter. The fact of the matter is, right now, the Lakers do not want to lose a 20-some-odd-year-old player like Rui. Look, we told you what Julian Champagnie's camp was looking for. And now we also told you what Rui was looking for. Has he earned it? Look, a lot of people debated too. When I talked about the 60 million, 15 million, double AV. But we here now. Julian got his, and even if it's loaded up front, if you divide that by 3, it's 15 million annually, right? So look, the Nuggets more so have questions. And again, I brought up a temporary framework nap yesterday in Monk because somebody was telling me, and shout out DLP, by the way, that said there's no way that you can retain or you can acquire Aaron Gordon without having to give up Devin or Keldon. I said, that's not true at all. It's actually simple, as a matter of fact. And again, I'm not saying it happens because I think Wiggins re-signing and extending just goes to show that there's no Bron, there's no Cam Johnson, etc. No. Before, we can't hear you if you're saying not yet. Hold on, you better hold up 2 cents. So I brought up framework that, and again, I'm not saying this happens. I'm just saying framework that yes, it is plausible because whether you renounce HB and Kelly O, you renounce them or whatever the case. Obviously, they signed him to the 1 year, $8 million. But you can actually send Jovic and Norman Powell over to Denver. You can send a guy like Cam Johnson and Harrison Ingram, who's on a 2-way, whatever the case, potential restricted free agent. You can send all that over there if that was the case, right? And then you send, and again, that's salary dumping, and then you send AG to San Antonio. Again, I'm not saying that that's the framework, but what I wanted to talk about before you put in your 2 cents, Mo, is the framework is what the Nuggets are trying to do is, hey, we'll let Norman Powell go wherever he needs to go if he can get his money, but they need to also take Jovic with them. Go ahead, Mo.
I want people to have this in the back of their mind. Wiggins, yes, signed the extension, but there's no date. He can be traded right now, if need be.
So we're not talking about trade. We're just talking about right now, as the roster stands.
As
right
of right now,
yes.
If anything comes out tomorrow, he can be gone and be shipped. There's no date. There's no time to wait.
No. So we're not talking about. I'm just saying, as of right. Hold on. Listen. We're adding the fine print. I don't need the fine print. We're just talking about as of right now, as it stands. As it stands, from based off of what they're looking to do. They're trying to move off of Norm first. Norm and Jovic, which means, of course, they're trying to find a need for the 2 guard as it stands. Mind you, again, as it stands. I'm not talking about the traded. I'm talking about as it stands. The 2 guard is the only person that they're looking to acquire somebody from. So if that is the case, as it stands, then yes, somebody like Cam or somebody like LeBron. I feel like Wiggins to Cam Nuggets swap might be pretty decent, just because they need to shed salary, and I think they can. I think they can send out a lot more. Again, it helps, and if it's the Rich Paul way, the Spurs give up crackers, like as you like to say. But continue. If they trade, what's liable?
I would also like to point out, you said the whole clutch clients, Rich Paul. I will look at Zach LaVine for Miami. If the replacement is Norm. Because I think he kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I think Rich Paul, Miami did him a favor. Vlad Golden got his contract extended. What client is that?
Wait, what?
Say it again.
A favor for a favor?
Oh, you're talking about the. I mean, they just. So no one can take them, but like I don't.
It's like the water situation in San Antonio.
I mean, he either comes back or he doesn't.
No, he's back.
No, they put him as a restricted free agent.
I believe they extended it. Hold on.
You're talking about because he's on a 2-way. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm very confused as well.
No, I'm saying since Vlad is a Clutch client.
Well, let me tell you something, Glad.
Oh,
I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think Miami can easily get a Zach LaVine for the Lolo if they play their cards right.
well, first of all, he has to opt out.
No,
And
no,
then-
no. He already opted in. That's a guarantee now. But I'm saying if the Kings want to acquire a player like Duran, they're gonna have to make some moves.
Right, but if you're talking about him going to, first of all, like he would have to. No, Miami can't do that because that's too much salary. They would he would have to first get bought out, and then Miami can go after him.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. So let's do a flip side of things for Miami. Okay. So I'm not saying it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, people take it too literal.
Hypotheticals.
So look, Miami can go a whole nother route, and I don't mean Jamal Murray. I mean, look,
They don't have enough for
KD.
Jamal.
listen. No, we're not talking about that. If KD wants to get San Antonio, Fred VanVleet, who just opted into a $20-some-odd million deal, would be perfect for this Miami Heat team.
Oh Lord,
On
have
that
mercy.
deal. On that deal,
no.
because listen,
No.
he does not. Listen, hold on. Allow me to speak. Hold on, real quickly. It's proven, obviously, with who we had before. I'll just say, I know Jakob a little bit, but we'll just say OG and Pascal. We'll just say them. He elevated their game completely, but they're not Giannis and they're not Bam. Look, Bam, I can understand. That's debatable with Pascal, whatever in between time. I'm not listen to what I'm saying. They're both not Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis is outspoken. He's himself. You cannot. There's nobody to compete with. Giannis alone, and with Bam trumps everything. So now you have a player, a playmaker in FAV who has playmaker type offensive dynamic. I'm not gonna say a duo, but a dynamic set of players who can not only create their own shot in the paint, but hey, if they get lucky on the 3-point shot, they can bail somebody like him out. And that's what Pascal and OG were known to do when he needed to get bailed out, stuck in that paint. Now you got Giannis and Bam. Oh, dude, it's gonna make him look like a dime distributor, like crazy. It's gonna look like this dude is a dope dealer selling nothing but dimes. That's what it's gonna seem like, for real. Like for real.
Somebody write that down.
I'm just saying, because of Giannis. If it wasn't Giannis and it was just Bam and Khalil Ware, different story. That shit is not gonna work.
Oh, if it was no Giannis, they would have kept Casper's would have started.
See, and I'm just saying, this guy makes any point guard like that. He elevates the point guard. Giannis does that, and now you have a Bam that doesn't have to do most of the load of the work. He can just easily do what he needs to do and get comfortable. That means he's gonna also elevate the point guard play, because if they're doubling up Giannis, guess what? You can't double up Bam too, because you're leaving open shooters. Bam, he's gonna get the easy buckets. Bam, and that's why he can elevate anybody's game. It doesn't have to be Fred VanVleet, but he does have that championship mentality, number one, and you're bringing him in alongside Giannis. That's something you need for this team. On our side, look, even though he didn't get no run, and it was an awful mistake in my opinion, it should have ran HB Harrison Barnes in the finals because of his championship experience. It doesn't matter. It's just championship experience. They should have that. This is what the championship vets thrive in. And you got a $25 million contract. I understand 40 million, whatever the case may be. Different story. Don't fucking do that. But this dude is less than 30. Oh, dude, you absolutely go out there, and if available, you go out there and do that, because again, that's who Giannis and Bam need. They need somebody who understands, look, I don't need the shot. If I have it, it's open, great. But I'm going to go and find these dudes as lob threats, as post dominators. I'm going to find these guys regardless. Bam. He's going to find an opportunity. He might do some more floaters. He might do some more middies, because he knows that he's going to be close to them to be able to either distribute the rock right there, or they're going to catch that offensive board. Bam. I just think it can be any point guard. Again, they got to have a little bit of IQ, and Fred has an IQ. That's just me.
Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to talk about the Knicks and their moves because what they're doing, like how they're able to basically take these players to get less, like Jose Alvarado, now Landry Shamet, two guys that were looking out the window wondering, are they going to keep them? Are they not? Those are two guys that I think coming back is going to benefit. But I told you, Mitch is now an interesting name because he is in, like a situation where they're probably going to have to trade him. And,
I think the Clips have a great opportunity at him. Go ahead. Keep going.
No, like, well, there you go. Like, it's coming down to that. Like, they're like, I think the best scenario would be a sign and trade for both sides because he would get his money. They would get at least something back, whether it's a pick or another decent player, which, they can move down the road. So that's what I want to say.
Hey, they had to do this. These players helped you win a chip. They ended a drought. If you're not paying them, you're doing them a disservice. Look, it is what it is. Can they go back and repeat? I don't know about repeat, but can they get back to the finals? Yeah. I just think, again, and I don't mean to, I'm just only bringing up, you got to bring up the Spurs if you're bringing up the Knicks, because they was the ones that they lost to, the runner-ups, whatever you want to call them, second place. The Spurs understand re-signing Julian was not the end-all, be-all. They understand this is not going to get us over with the Knicks. They understand going and signing somebody that's just really off the bench. Hey, great, John Collins, whatever. That's not going to put them over the edge. They're going to have to go out there and find somebody potentially in a trade, whether 3-team or not. But the Spurs understand. The Heat understand. And I think now it's a different ball game for New York. Great job for retaining them. They needed to do that. They helped win a chip. Common sense is you need to retain them. But they need to retain them because now you're going to go against the Heat. Now you're going against the Celtics, a Jaylen Brown who's pissed off. Hey, now you're going against real hitters, and it's hard to repeat, let alone get back to the NBA Finals again. This ain't the early 90s no more, the early 2000s when the Lakers dominated and shit like that, or things, whatever the case, and Spurs swapped in between. This is different. So I think New York is in for a very, very, very heavy challenge in the East, let alone trying to compete with anybody in the West. The East, y'all are not done. Look, y'all didn't get John Morant. Nobody's done. We're not saying that Wiggins don't get moved, but look, there's a lot of things out there. I love the Harrison Barnes signing, but I do think it's for a bigger move later on down the road as we approach the trade deadline in the middle of the season. December 15th is when he'd be eligible. I'm not saying that's when he'll be traded, but that's a lot of ramifications that you have for players like him. And again, what Monk brought up earlier again, and this is not to rain on anybody's parade, because you can easily go out there, secure this money and this extension on your birthday, and then you go out there and lay an egg, or hey, maybe you're just too much of a hot commodity now that there's teams that really want you and want to pay you more, and you're going to get the most assets for said person. So there's some moves to make, but if people think that this is the end-all be-all when it comes to the Spurs as far as their moves, no. And John Collins, or even if it was Rui, it don't matter. That is not what puts them over. They got to the finals, but they understand what they need to do and how to operate cap-wise to get there. Look, I hate leaving things on cliffhangers, but guess what we gonna do? Because this is buzzing. We gonna leave them on a cliffhanger, dog, because we never do that. But guess what? We are gonna do that. Look, we want to shout out, first of all, Big Luther for rolling through the show. And shout out to you, Big Luther. Be sure you follow the homie, Big Luther ROW. For sure. Follow him. We want to shout out, of course, DWE TV. We want to shout out Sports Jet Network, but most of all, we want to shout out Buzzer. We want to shout out Buzzer because, of course, this is Talking the League, presented by Buzzer. We didn't even get to the LaMelo talk, the whole nine. It's all good. Look, best believe, though, we are going to be rolling back. I'll just give y'all a heads up. I know it's still a long. This week, you are going to see, and regardless if Nap could be here or whatnot, or the case may be, understandable, you're in your wrestling business, and it's the holidays. But we are going to be rolling through, man, the 4th of July weekend. We are going to have Talking the League. And trust me, 4th of July usually sometimes got some fireworks in between when it comes to the NBA. 4th of July. And we're going to be right here. Maybe even dropping some preludes. We're going to be dropping some preludes, you know what I mean? Some prequels before that day. But again, be sure to download Buzzer. Right there, look, it's presented by Buzzer. I know you're watching the screen. Right there, look. BZZR, right there. Download it on the Google Play Store. Oh, man, you see me on cam. Dang it, I'm so sorry about that. My apologies. Look, presented by Buzzer. Talking the League. Look, all things NBA. All things NBA. Real talk, real hoops, real deal. Presented by Buzzer. Download on the Google Play Store. Download. Create an account. It's just like you posting on social media. I promise you. You can drop your little takes there. You can drop your posts there. You can drop your clips. You can drop your videos. You can listen to podcasts. You can watch other live streams that are available on Buzzer. But most importantly, these two sum them up. Just need to go on and create that Buzzer account. And I'm going to make sure I see that because all y'all need to do is follow Famous Davis, FAMOUS DAVIS. And be sure to follow Buzzer on X at Buzzer Official, BZZR Official. I'm telling you, let them know, man. Talking the League sent you, man. The TTL crew sent you, man. Also, just look, whether you've been a supporter on our debut episode, this is our debut episode on Buzzer. Whether you've been a supporter and rocking with us, whether you've been a doubter and a hater and just been bookmarking for all the nonsense and whatever the case. I know it's old, but we just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you because I'm getting the bookmarks and whatever the case. I just want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you for your feedback. The train don't stop. We're not stopping for nobody. And if you're sick of the Hot 9 exclusives, then you're about to get sicker because it's going to be one cold summer for you boys because we got some more things talking about. Just to let you know, I may have been having some conversations right now on about some other certain clutch folk, which we're going to talk about. But anyway, be sure to follow Monkey
I'm
DeBrasi.
done doing that. My hands hurt.
D apostrophe. I mean, not D apostrophe, but Monkey, Monkey. Y'all know how to spell that. And if you don't, please go back to school. DBRASI. That's Monkey DeBrasi right there. Nap God 7. That's so easy. The God part is what scares me though, man, because I don't know about that, man.
That complex.
I know, man. You know what God be saying though. I mean, I was hoping he would have spelled it GAHD or GAWD or something, but hey, he's Nap God 7 on X. You'll find him. Enter if you dare. Follow him if you truly are afraid of the scares. Nah, I don't know where the hell that came from. We're not Halloween yet. Appreciate you, JT the Fox. But again, look,
Bradley
you
Beal.
can find your boy. Look, the K.Views handle is done today. It'll more than likely be Famous Davis 1. But the handle was being changed tonight. Nevertheless, for the Infinite Glitch crew, for the Talking the League crew, the TTL crew, that's Monkey DeBrasi. That's Nap God. And of course, oh, you know what? Damn, sorry. Again, shout out to OG Jimmy, the chief brand officer of the crew, for popping in with a cameo. And then, of course, your boy, man, I've been Famous Davis. This has been Talking the League, episode 1. It's a wrap. And go and enjoy the little intro. Out of her mind.
Yeah, you can call this Talking the League. Presented by Buzzer, we here. Yeah, we here. Hey, fresh fit, fresh fit, fresh take. New crew on the mic. Break down every game from the noon to the night. Who got the juice? Who got the fight? We talk to paint the boys in the fourth quarter lights. Say it loud, say it proud. We got the floor now. Turn it up, bring the crowd. Make the whole room bounce now. Talking the league. Talking the league. New day, new team. New day, new team. New day, new team. Famous babies in the mix. Now die with the tricks. We run. It's quick. Yeah. Every matchup new, every angle live. We read the box score and the bench on fire. Hot takes, real stakes, no waste of time. One mic, one shot, and the whole show.